There are all kinds of features that will become part of cell phones that will help us offload the more laborious things of life and let us focus on doing the things humans do well, like abstract thinking and creating. It doesn't take a cell phone to make a person rude. There are rude people all over the place. But people are learning. I have never heard a cell phone ring in the movies. We are going to learn how to live with the advantages of new technology. My rule is, if you want to build something that does all things for all people, it's not going to work real well. Somehow in the last 100 years, every time there is a problem of getting more spectrum, there is a technology that comes along that solves that problem. I wouldn't use a phone with less than a 4-inch screen anymore. People are mobile. They move around, and anytime they want to communicate, if you tie them to the wall or the wires, you're restricting them, you're infringing on their freedom. Wireless is freedom. It's about being unleashed from the telephone cord and having the ability to be virtually anywhere when you want to be. I'm at the doctor's office. I'm in the waiting room. And there's this guy on his cell phone, talking really loud. Does he think he owns the place? Apparently. I think this is so offensive. But you have to remember, it doesn't take a cell phone to make PO. I think young people don't appreciate that when you're in your 70s, you'll lose patience for techie stuff and you may decide that you want a simple device. I'd been taking things apart and inventing things since I was a little kid. I still have memories as a child trying to really understand how things work. The technology that lets many people use the same radio channel at the same time is called smart antenna technology or adaptive array technology or interference mitigation. This technology uses computer processors to take the signals from multiple antennae. If you asked me what the most important thing in my life is, it's learning. We predicted the concept of a telephone that isn't tied to a wall or a desk. We anticipated that everyone would have a cell phone. We joked that when you were born you would be assigned a cell phone and if you didn't answer you had died. Once you've lived in Del Mar or the San Diego area, why would you want to live any place else? It's the neatest place, whether it's the culture or the small town atmosphere the whole San Diego area has. Even though you can't get along without your smartphone, there are not many essential services on your smartphone. They're mostly convenience. You could live without it. Essential means you die without it, a gadget that warns you're about to have a heart. My favorite example of good technology is the automobile. I travel all over the world and if I want to drive a car anywhere, I get in and put the key in the ignition, shift out of park and drive. I don't need an instruction manual. The first cellular systems didn't become commercially available until 1983. Most of the phones before then were in fact car phones. The first cell phone model weighed over 1 kilo. And you could only talk for 20 minutes before the battery ran out. Which is just as well because you would not be able to hold it up for much longer. WhatsApp is one of those rare breakthroughs that recognizes that the so-called battery problem in wireless devices is solved with a charging solution that is transparent to the user. The cell phone with a dead battery can become a relic of the past. What else is there in life but to accomplish things and to do things? Sure, I like to be on a beach on occasion, I like to ski on occasion, but as long as I have the ability to make a contribution, I am going to keep going.